What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Big Foodies on Friday. And this is a very special episode because this is part one of the Soup Wars.
Soup Wars.
Flames.
Soup Wars.
Flames. All that's maybe we can add flames.
Yeah. We'll see what we can
do. The
do.
Soup Wars. That is Matt. I'm Biggie. That's BB Shea. We're coming to you live, as always, from the Berky Orthodontics kitchen studio. We are sponsored by Berky Orthodontics.
And we appreciate you, Berky.
Yes, thank you. And I'm hyped for this. This is the Soup Wars. This is Campbell's versus Progresso. And this is so big we're splitting it in two. Yeah. This is only part one.
I was going to say it ends today, but it doesn't end today.
No, this is
later.
We're going to call this the traditional.
Yes.
This is the traditional soup episode.
I was shocked at the stranglehold that Campbell's and Progresso have on the soup industry.
There's no others.
That's it.
There's no others. And I've grown up, I don't know about you all, I've grown up eating both because we'd buy kind of what was on sale at the time if we wanted soup. Mm-hmm. But I have some hot takes on all of them.
Ooh, all right. Well, where do we want to start?
We want to start with the vegetable beef?
Yep, classic vegetable beef.
So we have a system here. We know which is what. So this is the Campbell's vegetable beef.
Yes.
Correct.
And this is the Progresso vegetable beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we'll just each pour a little into our own bowl. Here's your spoon if you need it. So, of course, you want to make sure you get plenty of the. Well, you got okay.
I haven't eaten off of this one yet, so I'll.
All right. We're going Campbell's first here.
It's gonna be real messy.
It's gonna be real messy.
Because I'm a mess.
We probably should have got some napkins. There might be some later. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is gonna get messy.
TV, they're behind you.
All right.
All right.
So this is the
Campbell's
vegetable beef. This is not the concentrated.
No, this is we're staying away from the condensed soups. This is
because the condensed Campbell's vegetable beef is a fantastic soup. This
is your chunky versus your Progresso, rich and hearty, I think they call it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh, can we get fresh bowl? I thought we do fresh bowls.
You want a fresh bowl?
I'd say fresh bowls. This is the Soup Wars, man.
That'd be mixing and matching.
I've cleaned my bowl.
That's on you. I want a fresh bowl. I want a fresh take. Here, BB.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to use a fresh spoon to ladle it out.
Yeah.
We need a bigger ladle.
Yeah, I don't have those.
Perfect.
You're just going to have to deal with what we're dealing with here. I can see different vegetables.
A lot more deep, yeah.
Yeah, the Progresso is definitely a more mix and match vegetable, it appears. So I will say this. I've eaten plenty of both of these. I think Progresso tastes better, but Campbell's gives you more chunkiness, more stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
Progresso has a much better taste to me. But Campbell's by far gives you more chunky. This tastes almost like a homemade vegetable beef to me.
Okay. All right.
What's your favorite soup?
If I had to choose one to eat for the rest of my life, I go chicken corn chowder. BB?
My soup knowledge is very limited.
Okay.
I did not grow up eating soup.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even when you were sick?
Nope.
Okay.
I did not. So,
right.
I don't know. I really don't have an answer to that question. All right, so we got chicken noodle.
All right.
There's the Campbell's. And here's the Progresso chicken noodle.
Okay. One there. BB, there's your
I would say my favorite soup of all time is a vegetable beef.
Really? Of all time?
Of all time, favorite soup of all time vegetable.
Did you have like someone make it for you homemade or anything?
I will make a homemade vegetable beef.
You will, okay.
Or I'll make a homemade chicken noodle. I don't know what it is about a vegetable beef, but it's just, I feel like it fills me up.
Okay.
It's the most flavorful.
I did not grow up with anyone making homemade soup. In fact, my earliest memories of soup are the condensed chicken noodle Campbell's, where you had to add water to it.
What?
Yep.
You would get the can of chicken noodle, dump it out into the pot, and you'd add like a half a can, 3/4 of a can of water to it.
Bro, I got to be honest with you. When I was growing up, I just ate the condensed stuff.
Oh, that's so salty.
My family, we never cut it.
Never cut it.
Never cut it. The only thing we would cut was tomato, because otherwise you're eating tomato paste.
I'll tell you, we were not a tomato soup family. Like, I know a lot of people did tomato soup and grilled cheeses.
Bruh.
Not us.
I'm a
This
vegetable
needs
soup
to
and
piss
grilled
me
cheese.
off. I'm sorry, man. I got to get into this real quick.
Come on.
My parents would go, this is what they would do to us. This is how it would torture me and my brother, right? They'd go, we'd be on the way home, like, yeah, y'all want to stop at McDonald's? Yeah. No, we're just going to go home and have grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I hate grilled cheeses and tomato soups. I cannot stand them because of that.
Grilled cheese, fine. I'm not a tomato soup fan.
I will make my vegetable beef soup I make has a heavy tomato base.
Okay. Again, the chicken noodle. Although this is pretty hearty. Progresso has pretty chunky on this one. I just think Progresso tastes better.
Progresso definitely has a better taste there on that chicken noodle.
What did you think of the vegetable beef?
Vegetable beef, I do agree. I think the flavor was better, but you're right. It's more like Campbell's was just more hearty.
Yeah.
Campbell's almost felt like it was less soupy and more like beef stew.
Well, and I think that's kind of what Campbell, well, of course, they call it chunky soup, obviously, but, you know.
Like, because that reminds me, I would rather, with that beef stew, it feels more like I'm eating a Denny Moore beef stew.
Okay.
Versus vegetable beef soup.
Okay, that makes sense.
If that makes sense.
On to the next.
Whereas Progresso was definitely 100% more of a soup.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Where do we go from here?
I think we have chicken corn chowder.
Okay, bring it.
These, maybe?
Yeah!
Well, I'll tell you how you're going to be able to tell. It has corn in it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. So there's the
chicken.
Campbell's chicken corn chowder. There's the Progresso chicken corn chowder.
Okay.
I've never had a chicken corn chowder.
It is... So
Fantastic.
my parents would sometimes feed us, well, they wouldn't torture us like you.
Yeah.
But my parents were king, queen. My mom, I call it revisionist history or revisionist parenting.
Yeah.
You tell them the stuff when you're grown. Like, I didn't do that. But, like, we never had options as kids. They just bought what they wanted.
Right.
And we had to eat it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I got to be like, hey, I want to try this flavor soup. It was like, no, we got chicken corn chowder and chicken noodle, and that's what we eat because that's what we bought. Now, as an adult, I do like these things, but I never had. So for me, if I had to eat one soup for the rest of my life, it would be chicken corn chowder.
Yeah, it's solid.
It's hearty. It's good.
The best thing about the chicken corn chowder typically is the amount of tree nuts they put in it. It's probably the best part about it.
No, that's just me.
You're a piece of shit.
We bleep that and edit. Now, I personally think, and I have some over there, I think you add a little Cajun seasoning to a chicken corn chowder. Game changer.
I can see that. This is a great soup. A chowder. Because it's not a soup. Soups are more runny, more thicker.
Have you ever had a clam chowder?
Not a big clam guy, so I'd rather not.
Neither am I.
And I know there's New England versus Manhattan style, which is cream versus tomato base.
My dad used to eat it a lot. I get a bowl. So you do like this. I know you said you're not.
I've never had it before. This is fantastic.
Now, I think, is it Progresso? I believe that makes one with bacon?
Yeah, probably.
So the bacon changes it up some, too. Dab that.
This, to me, tastes almost like open the can, put it in a pie crust, and bake a chicken pie.
Yeah. Now, I think you can... I think they even have one that's like chicken and biscuits or chicken and dumplings. Mm-hmm. And to me, all it is chicken corn chowder with bread added in.
I can see that.
Now, not having it before, which do you prefer?
This is the first time I'm going to vote for Campbell's.
I think Campbell's has a little bit better taste. Mm-hmm. And to me, you get Progresso has too much corn. I know that sounds weird to say for chicken corn chowder, but... And if you get the bacon, it can be a game changer.
Mm-hmm. There's something about the creaminess of the Campbell's on this one that makes it better. As far as the taste of the other two, it's Progresso for me. So, what's our scoreboard?
I'm in the same boat. I would go Progresso for the first two, Campbell's for the third one.
Yeah.
Campbell's for the chicken corn chowder.
Okay, so we're 2-1. Progresso over Campbell's for the chicken for the soup wars.
Soup wars.
Soup wars, part 1.
While we're talking about some soup,
and while BB Shea grabs our last entry of the day,
I think we shouldn't mention. Now, of course, it's not quite soup weather yet. It's still a little warm out.
And I will not make a soup unless it is winter.
Even if you're sick, I'll give you a pass on. I'm not a soup person in the summer.
I won't make a whole thing of soup. I'll warm up.
If I'm sick, though,
I'll eat a vegetable beef soup anytime, any day.
Okay.
This is loaded potato, by the way.
Loaded potato.
Loaded potato.
That is Campbell's, and this is Progresso.
Okay.
I would like to take a minute, while it is still warm, to mention the Berry Patch.
Mention them.
That's right, the Berry Patch. Located in Ellerbe, North Carolina, the world's biggest strawberry. You can't miss it when you're going down the highway. Fresh produce. Ice cream. Oh.
Killer ice
cream. The strawberry dip for the strawberries.
Oh my God.
The crack dip.
The crack dip.
Delicious. All of it. And they are big sponsors of us, so thank you, Berry Patch. They are open year-round as well, so just because it starts to cool off, no reason to not visit the Berry Patch.
Check out all their offerings online, worldslargeststrawberry.com.
All right, now we're down to our final soup for soup.
So loaded potato.
Part 1. I will notice if you notice the coloring difference too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But I think the color difference on the potato flip-flop from the chicken corn chowder. The chicken corn chowder, Campbell's, looks more yellow.
Yeah.
Whereas the potato, Progresso, looks more yellow.
If you're going out to a restaurant, what's your favorite soup at a restaurant? Because I have one.
Depends on the restaurant.
Okay. I'll give you that. You know what mine is? And I'll never eat it at home. And I normally hate this any other time. Broccoli and cheese soup.
I do like
it. Now, I can't have a chunky broccoli, though. Like, if it's just a broccoli and cheese and everything's ground down, I like that. But if it has chunks of broccoli, forget it.
I like if it's a fancier restaurant, basil tomato bisque is good with a crouton or two in it.
I got your bowl, thank you.
I like, if I'm in an Italian restaurant, an Italian wedding soup is a good soup. Sandwich places, I think a good potato soup goes well with a sandwich.
I like a French onion if it's done right.
I also make a potato soup that my sister had once, again, in June.
Really?
I'm like, that is a strictly cold month only meal.
A I'll tell you.
But it's super easy to make.
To me, as far as this soup goes, Progresso wins hands down.
It's not even close.
It's the chunkiness is more chunky with the Campbell's again, but flavor-wise, Progresso.
I'm not going to give anybody a point on this one. I hate both of them.
Really?
Yeah. I think both of them are nasty.
What is it about it you don't like?
I don't know. It's just the seasoning in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I just wasn't expecting it. And it was the same seasoning in both. I've never had loaded potato soup.
Okay.
So
this is some eye-opening stuff from BB.
Yeah.
Do you not like the chunkiness of it?
I don't mind the chunkiness. I don't mind the potato. But there's just weird something in there that I don't like.
Okay.
When I make potato soup at home, I get a frozen bag of shredded hash brown, shredded potatoes. Put the whole bag in the crock pot. Get a thing of chicken broth, cream of potato soup, cream cheese, bacon bits.
Bacon bits makes a difference, I think.
Cook it all freaking day, like 12 hours if you can. Cook it for 12 hours, and the potato disintegrates and melts.
Okay. I mean, that's,
And the more days later, the better that is. It's like a spaghetti.
Yeah. Spaghetti
the later
sauce,
you eat this, the better it's going to be.
Spaghetti sauce, I always say, it's so much better a day later. It's almost, you got to let it cook.
Yep.
And then it's so much better the next day.
Without a doubt.
All right. Well, that was
So as of now,
part one.
The score is Progresso 3, Campbell's 1.
I know. Although BB, I think is
But you guys are majority.
2-1 push because you didn't care for. But
Yeah.
I really think, and again, I'd eat either one. But I've always thought Progresso had a better taste, but not as hearty as stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next time's going to be real fun.
Yeah.
We get into some of the off the beaten path stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll see, because I think some of those I might be looking for more of a hearty soup.
Woohoo! That's right. It's Soup Wars.
Soup Wars! Soup Wars!
So that's it for now. Part 2, next week. As always, feel free to comment on your favorite soups, Progresso, Campbell's, who you got. You let us know on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Of course, you can find us on every podcasting platform out there. For Matt, for BB, I'm Biggie. We'll talk to you next week.